Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Marketers Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel, the content director here at DashClicks. And today I have a really special guest. Like every episode, we have special guests, but this one is, I'm really excited to talk to. We have Anton Tvetdrokhlib. I think I did that fairly decently. Of Freelance, which is his company, all the way out from the Ukraine, interestingly enough. Anton, thank you for joining. I'm really excited you're here.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. And I'm really happy to join this podcast, and I'll be happy to share my thoughts and answers on the questions.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk with you and learn more. So, Anton, what is it that you actually do, and how do you generate revenue?
Okay, so I'm running a small company here in Ukraine. My company is a HubSpot service provider. HubSpot is a CRM that combines sales, marketing, and some other services within a single system. So I'm within my company providing different services to manage this HubSpot account, to administrate it, to maintain, to migrate from Salesforce to HubSpot, and different things like that, and sales and marketing included.
Oh, cool. So you're a bit expanded beyond HubSpot. You're doing more. Is it consulting with the sales and marketing?
The services includes consulting. And also administration, and also creating different landing pages, email marketing workflows, like different automations for emails, etc. So it's like a full cycle service for HubSpot, and including creating some websites as well within the HubSpot CMS.
Understood. That's cool. So how is it running a business with the situation in Ukraine right now?
Well, I think already around 3 months left from the beginning of this war, the total war, like we said, in Ukraine, because the war started in 2014. Of course, the first weeks we were quite shocked, I think, and a lot of things stopped. A lot of people didn't know what to do. But now, especially in some places where Russians didn't arrive to these places, it's quite okay. But of course we have daily missile attacks. For instance, 2 days ago, we have more than 10 missile attacks on our city. So we can work. So we can work at home. And then we see, some sound that the missile is going somewhere in this place, and then we have to go and hide behind 2 walls or something like that. And then I can just bring my notebook, my laptop, and work behind 2 walls in my apartment. Yeah, something like that.
Wow, that's kind of crazy, but you're able to still run your business even when all this crazy stuff is happening, which I find it's really interesting.
Yeah, and another motivation for me that of course, all the people in Ukraine try to do all they want to support economy, to support our army, to support some people that are occupied, etc. And then I'm trying to do my best to do business, to pay taxes, to do charity, and other things that I can do for my country, for Ukraine, and thus we will stop these Russian fascists invaders.
That's actually really cool, because this will actually segue nicely into the next question. But it's interesting the way you put it, where you're kind of like, the success of my business is like the success of my country, and that's my contribution. That's a really patriotic way to
appreciate
run your business. I think that's really noble, and I don't know, it's cool. So it's a cool way to think of it. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, of course. So when did you start doing all this?
I think I've started 3 years ago. Before, I worked for some companies here in Ukraine, and then I decided to start and run my own business. Firstly, it was not HubSpot, though I have quite much experience with HubSpot before. Firstly, I think I just tried to find something that I like and the service that I truly provide to customers to make them happy. Firstly, it was like building some websites or building some maybe applications and providing some Ukrainian developers services like outstaffing. But then step by step, I've started to learn HubSpot more deeply and start providing this service to my current customers that were then. And step by step, I've grown the business. Now I have six people working also with me. It's also freelancers. Mostly it's on a freelance type business. Yeah.
Wow. So do you have like a certain customer or avatar you go after?
Can you repeat? Do you mean customers?
Yeah, like do you have
audience?
like a specific niche or
okay.
yeah.
So I'm working with customers from different industries and different niches. So the main criteria is these customers should have a customer base, of course. Some of the customers already use HubSpot, but they don't know how to expand it and how to get more success from using it.
Yeah.
And most of my customers are like SaaS companies that have different recurring payments that have many customers in their applications. And I'm creating different marketing, sales, helping them with marketing and sales, and trying to do my best so that they get more from HubSpot software.
Okay, understood. So you actually already answered this question, which is how many team members you have. So you have roughly 6 team members you mentioned that help you?
Yeah, six. Yes, correct.
So how many, so in turn, if you have 6 people doing different things, how many active clients do you currently serve?
Let me count. For now we have 7 clients. Yeah, some of these clients provide more work than others. Yeah. It's it's almost like 80-20% rule. Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, it's 7 clients. Yeah. Most of work is ongoing work. These clients needs some services on ongoing basis. So 1 week they cannot ask for some help, and another week it can be a full week of work to help them.
So how large is your current audience and reach? Like you're servicing 7 clients now. Do you have like a big community or a current audience that you can tap into, or maybe something with like email marketing? You have an email marketing audience built out?
Okay, so you mean like sales channels? Yeah, you're asking about sales channels.
Yeah,
am I correct?
Like to get new clients. How large is like your audience you have available to you, I guess?
Well, for now, I'm not getting new work because we are quite full with the current work.
Yeah.
And where I usually get clients is like freelance platform Upwork. I have quite experience, like developed profile there. And also a lot of some recommendations, some LinkedIn connections that asked me for some help, and also website. Yeah.
So it seems like you just get like only a few clients at a time. It seems like they're long term, and you just service those clients really, really well, and then you kind of are careful on who you bring on and want to take on for the long term.
Yeah, that is correct. Thank you for also explanation. Yeah. So yeah, most of my clients are long-term, like working on ongoing basis.
Yeah.
And then we have some amount of time that we spend on their projects. It's including maintenance, including some support, including some marketing, sales. And then we are dedicated to these clients mostly. I think it's like 80% of what we are doing.
Yeah.
And another 20%, or I mean 20% of the workforce that we can service that we can provide are maybe some new clients, but not for now, because we are full of work, and also because of the situation in Ukraine, we are not expanding right now.
Right. So what does your pricing model look like for these clients?
Usually we have hourly based model. It's like payments per hour.
Right.
So yeah.
And do you have well, so if you do it that way, is there like a long-term strategy that you have for, I guess maybe it's just more hours, but do you have like a value ladder? So they might come in and do 5 hours, then they might grow to where, you're doing 30 hours with them.
Well, regarding their value for the long term, that is the thing that I'm also thinking of. Right now, yeah, we have two parameters. The first is hour, and the second is rate per hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, the quality, while the quality is expanding, then the price is also expanding. So I've started from I think $25 per hour 2-3 years ago, and now I'm providing service for $50 per hour. So it's twice for 2 years. Yeah, and also what I'm thinking of is that providing maybe some packages, including like maintenance packages, so that customers can buy these packages, and they can be sure that in the upcoming months, we will provide service first of all in the first priority.
Got it. So what's like the biggest needle mover that you have in your business that generates you the most revenue? So like whether it's like your long-term strategy of keeping clients on or getting new customers, but what's like that one thing that moves your revenue needle the most?
In long term, you mean? Or right now?
Well, I guess just in general, like if there's one thing that you have in your arsenal, whatever that might be, there's got to be one thing in your business that seems to move your revenue needle the most. Like to give an example, some people say like, the number one thing that makes us the most revenue is our follow. Like we have a system where we follow up with clients and we upsell them on things, or we have, it's our sales team, or it's a specific piece of software to manage clients. Does that make more sense?
Yeah. So as the HubSpot really requires knowledge and understanding of this system that usually my audience doesn't have. I'm trying to do my best in terms of providing really great value for this price. In terms of upsells, like you said, it can be, well, for instance, I can migrate Salesforce data to HubSpot, and then also ask customers that I can also provide other types of services like sales enablement, sales and marketing alignment, etc. So I might have another long-term customer, and I appreciate long-term relationship.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good strategy, because if you can build that long-term relationship, I mean, they'll stick around. You could really build a good foundation together. And then that one, you might have 7 clients, but they'll stick around for years. So that's really a great strategy and way to think about it. So like when you were getting clients, because I know you said you kind of put things on hold right now, but when you were getting clients, what marketing strategies were you using to like start those conversations with the clients you have now?
You mean when for the first touch clients?
Yeah, like how are you like what strategies did you use to like get the current clients you have now?
Okay, the first strategy is, as I said, at Upwork, I have quite a good, I think, profile with different reviews and job history. Then usually customers that already have some requirements, they contact me first, and then we can discuss if I can help them. So at the moment, I'm doing nothing to promote my services because people already usually find me, and we discuss the possibility of working together. How me and my company can help them in their business. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. That makes sense. So if you use a CRM in your business for your own internal purposes, are you using HubSpot?
Yes, of course.
Man, HubSpot. I've used HubSpot a handful of times. I've never used it beyond just the sales CRM, but I do like it. It seems it's really integrated. It has a lot of cool features. It's easy to use.
Yeah, it has a lot of features, and I think the advantage of HubSpot is that it combines marketing, sales, service hubs within one single application software.
Yeah.
So that you can do everything in terms of marketing and sales, and combine your sales team, doing marketing integrated to your website, etc. And you can also buy different services separately. That's also another great thing, I think.
So when you're getting these clients, like let's just say when you were getting these clients up to this point, what did your sales process look like? So you would start off like a freelance website, they would, be interested. Would you then set up a Zoom call with them? And then, oh, those are my kids, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Say hi to them.
Would you then set up a Zoom call with them? And then how does that process look?
Okay, yeah. So when I get some first requirements, initial requirements from the customer, and I think, yeah, I can help you, then I ask to book, to schedule a time to have a call. And then on this call, I'm listening carefully to the customer, to this customer, and then try to understand all the pain points that I can solve. Of course, on this call, we can also discuss payment terms if needed, etc. Yeah. So this first call, like a demo call, is very important for as a first touch. And then usually after getting some information, we have a second call, or we can type in chat. That doesn't matter, and agree if my company can help them, and the terms of potential agreement, of course.
And that's where your follow-up process comes. So, which is through HubSpot. So any type of after the first initial meeting, you need to reschedule with them or follow up to close them as a client, you're using that through HubSpot, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I'm using HubSpot for I think most of the actions that actions and conversations with prospects and clients. Yeah.
And are you doing follow-up primarily like phone calls, or is it more like email?
Email, yeah. I think most my follow-ups are emails because firstly because usually my customers are in another time zones.
Yeah.
Most of customers are in USA, in Australia. Some customers are in Europe, and also I found that most people that I'm talking of are preferring emails because they can open it when they want and reply if they want.
Right. That makes sense. So I have a few more questions for you.
Okay.
And then I have one really cool one I want to ask you at the end that I always ask all my guests, because we have a lot of new business owners that listen to this podcast. We also have a lot of experienced and expert people that have their own business and they're successful at this in like the sales and marketing realm that listen too. But I have a question at the end I want to ask you, and I really want to know your thoughts on this. So what I want to know is, you've been running this business. It seems like you've kind of cracked the code on getting clients and retaining them and servicing them well and keeping them on for the long term. So in the past 12 months or so, how much revenue has your business generated?
Well, I think it is, it is between, I think up to $150,000, something like that.
That's fantastic. Now, what's kind of like, so at the point we're at now, what's like a realistic revenue goal? Now, I mean, I understand the situation in Ukraine right now too, but do you have a revenue goal? Let's just say not in the next 12 months, but in the future, do you have a revenue goal you would like to hit?
Yeah, I would like to have a revenue goal. I think maybe twice from this period of time. So I would like to make it twice bigger. And for doing that, of course, I will have to maybe to increase hourly rates and to create new system like maintenance packages. Yeah, like I said. And also maybe to hire some people. Yeah.
What do you think the number one thing would be to achieve, to like double your revenue? What do you think would be like the one thing you'd have to change for sure?
The first thing in my case, I think is finding people, really professional people who can help to maintain and to develop the strategy of the company, because employees and freelancers, whatever, whoever, very important to achieve goals. So if you don't have people, a team that is going towards the goal, of course, everything is impossible, I think.
I feel like that's the hard part, if you finding the right people to service your clients, because you don't want them to ruin the relationship.
Because
you really have to find someone.
Because to start relationship with new clients, I need to I still need to provide service to my current clients, and some of these clients must be served very well by other people.
So how do you ensure you find the right people?
I think it's not a secret for me. It's of course the personal touch, the recommendations where these people work. If I find these people at Upwork or some freelance platform, then I will check carefully their reviews, their history, how they work. If I find employees here in Ukraine, then I will have to check everything carefully, and then to speak with this man or woman, and to have an internal feeling if this person suits well or not, and then just try. And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's probably the difficult part that people have to get over. You're like, it's almost saying, jump off this cliff and know that your parachute may not open.
I agree.
You're like, okay, here we go. So this is the question I have been like dying to ask you. Like I mentioned before, just to quickly recap, like we have a lot of different kinds of listeners on this podcast. So we have like new people who are just considering starting a business, people who have already started and are in like the new waves of just beginning. And then we have, the larger, more successful people like yourself and everyone else that are, in between. So what's your number one tip you could give to someone who's just starting a business that you think will save them the most time?
Let me think a bit. I don't want to be to look like most of people that say, okay, just do it. I think it's not very interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like all you have to do is just eliminate your fear and just do it. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I think even when it seems like you have no chance, you have no plans, try to start from what you like and what you find interesting for you. Because when I started my first business idea, then this idea I think changed 10 times or something like that, because everybody has its road. And you can make a hit in the first time, and then you can make a hit 10 times and succeed only on the 10th shoot. Yeah. And it's very important to work hard and just to believe that you find your way to succeed.
Yeah. No, that was great. Thanks for sharing. The kind of golden nugget I got out of that, if you will, is and this is sort of a common theme I'm getting from a lot of people I talk to, which is, you don't there's no pressure to rush things, and there's also no pressure to pursue something that you don't enjoy or that you like doing, and you're just focused on like the money side of things. So if you just start by finding kind of a general area that you enjoy, start with that, maybe dissect it, pinpoint what specifically it is, and then just start making some sort of progress into building it into something that you are, proud of in the future. And really more long-term strategy than like a short-term, quick turnaround, instant satisfaction type of thing.
Yeah, I agree. And now I'm doing marketing, sales in technology. And for instance, 5 years ago, I didn't expect I do it. But step by step, some road takes me here. Maybe in 5 years, I will do something else. I don't know. But just work hard and enjoy from what you are doing right now, and try to use the resources that you have right now, and don't have like to wait for some sign from the air.
You can't really you can't really regret what you've tried, but it seems to be more easily regrettable for things you haven't tried. I feel like it'll weigh on you, thinking I should have tried it, or it may have worked, may have not. That's really cool, man. Thank you for sharing that. Again, first of all, Anton, thank you for jumping on with me. I'm really excited. That was my last question I had for you. I got a lot of really cool information. You dropped a lot of knowledge. I think all our listeners are going to find it really interesting. So again, I have Anton Tvetdrokhlib. Am I getting better? Okay. From Vilnius, all the way out from Ukraine. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. Of course, you're welcome, and it's really I appreciate to participate in this call.
Of course. Thank you again.
Okay.